need help here. I need surgery. God, I had 3 hours of sleep last night. 3 hours broken sleep. I need help. I'm in crisis. There's another woman in the city with Chiari. They won't help her. They've threatened her. I can't remember her name. They've given surgery to a family member of hers, but they will not give her surgery, and they've threatened her to shut up. They've threatened her with the police. I can't remember her name. I'd like to find her and talk to her. Can't remember who she was, but when people are in crisis like this, when people are in crisis, they can, and you've seen this in different groups, when people are in crisis at the same time, they often cannot get along because they're so triggered. They're in a heightened state of panic, and you're in crisis, right? And it's easy for people to get the wires crossed or angry at each other or whatever. So I think she got angry at me, or I got angry with her. I can't remember. But that's common, right? When people are in crisis. Or you totally misunderstand each other, or whatever. But I think she's got a husband to help her try to get help. I don't know. Obviously, they don't have the money to go to the States for surgery. That's more than $100,000. Hi. You know, this has been like the past 7 years. It's like I need help. I need help with this Chiari. I need qualified medical care and lots of well-meaning people. I don't need directions. I don't need phone numbers. I need actual help. I need people to actually take me and help me get the help I need. Don't need directions. I don't need phone numbers to people who aren't going to help. Like, I'm years and years deep into this. I literally need people to be willing to stand arm in arm with me and fight for my life. Fight to get me help. I don't need a ride to a hospital facility because they're not going to do the surgery. They're not going to help me in the ER without a serious fight. And I can't do that alone. They're not going to help me in the ER. This is not what they do. You have to consult with local neurosurgeons. All of this has been done wrong. I've sat in appointments with all these specialists. When you're in crisis, you should not be representing yourself. When you're in a state of panic and crisis, and you're emotional and you're loud like this, you should not be representing yourself. You need advocacy, because they don't want to deal with you, and they'll blame you for the shape that you're in. They'll blame you. You're in crisis, but they'll think that it's an emotional thing, or you need to get a hold of yourself before they won't deal with you. This is why people need family and advocacy. So they can speak on your behalf. You know, it's no different than, a friend of mine, his dad had cancer, and he's swearing, and he's this and that. He's the loveliest, kindest gentleman. And he got cancer, and he's just miserable and swearing and calling his wife filthy names and this and that. You can't represent yourself and get medical care from oncologists and surgeons and different specialists when you're in that shape by yourself. But see, here's the difference with cancer. It's like everybody understands cancer. Nobody understands Chiari malformation. Cancer, everyone's donating to cancer because they're afraid they're going to get it. Everyone's donating to cancer research. Everyone will show up if you have cancer, because they can understand. Oh my God, if I had cancer and I'm at home, I would need help. They can't understand Chiari. Like the mother of this young man who died from Chiari, the ER doctor said, what did the last words the doctor said to this young man and his mom? Well, the doctor thinks you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy, but I think you're a bit of a wimp. And he went home and died that night. That's how they treat us. God, I need help. I need help with my airway, and I need help with the Chiari malformation. And I can't do this alone. So like 7 years ago, here's what I was trying to say earlier. 7 years ago, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in a state of crisis. I can't use the word on here, on this platform. Prior to 7 years ago, when I was less in a state of panic and flipping out all the time, that's when you 8 years ago, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, that's when people should have, it's too bad they couldn't have approached me. Here's what you need to do. You need to get a passport. You need to have a consult with a neurosurgeon in the States. Here's how much money it's going to cost. Here's how much money you have to raise. You've got to get a passport. You've got to, plan for this trip to try to save your life. You can't do that to someone who's sleeping in this condition that I'm in. You can't do that. Like I need hands-on help now. I need someone to take me by the hand and help me get health care. I don't need phone numbers. I don't need directions. I don't need a ride to the hospital. I need goddamn surgery. And you know what's going to happen here, right? You know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up losing my life. You know that, right? Well, everybody sat and watched. I literally needed my neighborhood to fight for my life, and I don't know them. I needed other Canadians to fight for my life. My family, I needed them to step the hell up and not lie about everything that happened here. One of my siblings, I was banging on her door. She wouldn't let me in. Bullshit, you were banging on my door. Lying to cover up their negligence. Lying to cover up their apathy. She was hiding inside and she wouldn't answer. Bullshit. You liar. I am going to lose my life here. I don't know where to turn. I've made hundreds of phone calls in the past 7 years to try to get help. And you have to, you're trying to protect yourself from being harmed and abused by the system that you actually need help from.